Let's go. Let's just finish this.
Human fucking excrement.
Who do you think you are, Liu Kang? Fuck out of here.
Oh, fuck. Their faces are just mutilated. Bagley, can you run some kind of facial reconstruction? This is not good.
Take a picture and I can run key details past various databases.
This body get the fuck. Hold on.
Negative.
This is some fucking horror movie shit, man. We have to stop Mary Kelly before she can do this to anyone else.
Unfortunately, I must confirm that this is indeed Angel Lopez.
Shit. Angel. He knew the risks. I did too, but never thought DedSec would get caught up in this. Mary Kelly is preying on London's most vulnerable. She's a fucking monster. Taking her out needs to be a DedSec priority.
Now we need to find Caitlin Lau's case files on Mary Kelly and see if my conjecture may be correct. Could Mary Kelly be in Zero Day? Well done, you got the files. The inspector will be impressed. Now get out of here before someone decides to turn you into minced meat. Chop chop.
No kidding.
Not today.
DedSec, Caitlin Lau here. I wanted to thank you. I'd be nothing but an anatomy lesson by now, or a pile of ashes.
You'll be happy to know that Inspector Lau has been escorted to a nearby refuge and is getting her wounds treated.
I'll be fine. Still a little flighty from whatever they gave me. And frankly, a little stunned that we've joined forces.
Don't get me wrong, I'm hardly pleased to see us working with the feds, but stopping Mary Kelly takes precedence over my own disinclinations.
We gotta stop the Kellys.
You have an organization, I have information, and some backing from powerful people. Pool our resources, and we might just take her down. Mary Kelly's no petty criminal.
Oh!
Bagley, rally everyone to the safe house. We need to go over these
Hey.
files and establish a plan.
I'll sync with Inspector Lau and prepare a briefing.
Bitch, bitch, bitch.
It's possible suspect or suspects reported me your location. Control, we've received the call, over.
Who do we want on the team?
First, stop.
Oh, hell no. Fuck that shit. Never mind. Fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that. We're doing this one.
Coming in was fresh food. I mean, we could live with.
Is he worth it though?
What's up with the
Nah, fuck that.
Albion just placed her under severe data restriction.
Why?
Well, she's been looking into a couple of their field officers' dodgy side projects. You know how Albion feels about transparency.
We should make some inquiries of our own, find out what Albion's covering up.
Right. Pushing you the coordinates of the personnel in question. Investigate at your leisure.
Half-life of 66 hours.
Control,
As soon as those walls
I've
went
lost
up,
sight of the
there was
target.
just no
Over.
time to bring it into the country, and that is when people shut it down. And then the medicine. One of the things with loads of medicines is just can't stockpile. There was a moment before it took place when actually...
Alright, perfect.
I've heard from Inspector Lau. We're ready for the briefing. Mary Kelly heads up the most powerful crime family in London, Clan Kelly, which should at least be easy to remember.
Under her old man, they were a bit player. Then he died, and her rivals started disappearing. Her enemies, her friends, her family. They call her Bloody Mary for a reason.
Early on, Mary abandoned cash in favor of cryptocurrency and brought the Kellys' criminal business online.
It makes weapons smuggling, drug running, money laundering all a lot easier without a cash trail. The woman single-handedly modernized organized crime in London. She considers herself to be untouchable. Case in point, from my files you retrieved. Darla Covington, 19. Sasha Haddad, 28. Radek Stopkovich, 24. All disappeared.
It's difficult to find good help these days, isn't it, love? Most people, they ain't driven. Not like you. Because they feel worthless, don't they? The way that the world is, how it uses people. It's horrible. It's nice that you have a purpose. Oh, that'll be me, love.
We aren't finished here.
This was a courtesy. Oh, give my regards to their families. It's horrible losing someone you love. Nice meeting you, Caitlin.
So we killing her? Like, what are we doing?
As you can see, she'll never respond to interrogation. But there is one place she feels comfortable talking. The Sandstone residence.
Inspector Lau thinks a police bug in the Kellys' headquarters may have the evidence she needs to finally convict Bloody Mary.
Man, if I have the option to kill her, I'm killing her. Alright, I don't even care about this for real. This plot, I don't know what it is, but it just... It doesn't seem like good enough. I don't know.
Mary Kelly to justice now, with no backing. Even before Albion took over policing, you couldn't lock her up. And she goes on treating humans like cattle.
Like, bro, I don't know what it is, but
the
this shit is just not
Yes,
it.
it was corrupt. I knew it. I just didn't know how bad it was. I thought a strong enough case couldn't be buried.
Well, you were wrong. After all, power tends to corrupt. Why do you think it'll be different this time?
Because I'm taking it to a contact in the Attorney General's office. An honest solicitor with a
Alright,
heart.
I know what I have to do. Like, what the fuck? All this extra ass dialogue over here. They literally say, alright, we have to go here. So then what's the point of like the rest of the cutscene? Like, what the fuck? Let me do what I have to do.
I found a potential recruit for you. Drop in a pin on your map.
I want this.
An effort to try and stockpile some of the medicines. There was some things that could be done. For a lot of it, there was be nothing that could be done. We had a major problem
What kind of
with drugs and
car?
schizophrenia.
Hold on, let me see something. I just saw a shooting coach one. Oh well. Alright, we're here.
Security here is state-of-the-art, quite impenetrable. Unless, of course, you flew a drone through the window one of Mary's mouth breathers left open.
Oh, they meant like an actual... Oh.
The recording device is in her security room.
Getting there should be a simple matter of navigating the vents.
What the fuck?
She's using these people as house servants, against their will.
Horrible in itself, but a million times worse knowing they end up as unwilling organ donors.
You have a real fucking attitude problem. Do you know that?
Please, I need help.
Fucking idiot. Do you piss everyone off the way you're pissing me off, you wanker? Stupid git.
That's it. Let's see what kind of recording we've got on her.
Let's
Just
pick
look
this
at
up.
this place. This is what comes of old crooked money. The Kelly family has been profiting from people's misery for a long time. She's got this shit all over the manor.
So you've been in there before? Is that how you ended up in the basement of the Southwark incinerator?
We needed something incriminating, so we decided someone had to get in here and plant a bug. I wasn't going to assign someone else to do that. You saw how Mary uses the people she grabs out of the EPC, and the staff's uniform's not hard to mimic, so I went in. What I didn't know was that she had intel on our investigation, my team. I thought going off book would stop the leaks, but she still knew we were coming. She tortured me for the names of my team, tried to break me, but cops don't give up cops. Turned out she already knew the whole unit and put hits out on them. The woman is a mind fucker.
Jesus. Well, at least you weren't microchipped. You don't seem like the type to comply with the Kellys.
That's how I ended up on that butcher's table. So many reasons to want to rid the world of her, but it wouldn't be enough to just put one in her brain. My mates died trying to bring her to justice. I have to honor that.
Do that. Okay. Hold on. There we go. Nothing but fucking blue. Oh, and there's a mask in here. Oh shit. Oh shit. No way.
Look at the state of you. Look what you've done to yourself after everything I've done for you.
You made me a slave. All of us.
Look at them.
Let me go. Take this
Nah,
thing
this is
out.
a funny one.
Back to your old life. Back to nothing. Back to you 2.5 screaming blighters in your dead-end job and sucking off the dole. You don't want that, love. This microchip is scary, I know, but I got to keep tracks on my merchandise, don't I? And this kitchen knife, that won't do it, love. Cutting yourself affects my bottom line.
I can't live like this anymore.
No. You all right there? It's all right, sweetheart, because I have another use for you.
She's gonna kill her. Watch. Oh.
Ooh, paying attention, are we? Good. Be sure and spread the word. You know where this one goes. Get these two and all the others over to the venue and ready for the sale.
Right away, Mum. Also, the foreign investors have already landed and the drones are programmed, ready to deliver the invitations and the coordinates to all the guests.
It's that initiative I'm smelling, Peter. Initiative can be a dangerous thing. Can be misinterpreted. Fuck's sake.
This is insane. How did Mary get her hands on this kind of tech? It takes a sick mind to come up with killer microchips.
Perhaps a disease mind, but definitely an ingenious one. Perfect psych profile for a group like Zero Day, wouldn't you say?
Her affiliations aren't my priority, Bagley. She's keeping these people enslaved. And it sounds as if
Yeah,
she's...
and I want to go in there and get that mask.
This is huge.
That's a very handy microchip. Stay in line or else. Zap your organ meat on the black market.
DedSec, we'll have to crash that slave auction. Get all the information we can out of there. The location will be on the invitations. She hasn't
Can't we
sent out
just
the
go in there and
invitation
kill
yet,
her?
but when
Like,
she
what?
does-
Bagley, monitor the drone networks. Give us a heads up when Mary sends out her fleet. Until then, I reckon we're in a holding pattern.
I'll get in touch if I hear about anything else that might interest you. Cheers, DedSec.
Alright.
Well, I did it. I actually did it.
You wouldn't have been recruited if DedSec thought you'd be killed that easily.
I see. I suppose that's a compliment.
Yeah, he does this sometimes. Best to try and ignore it. Good work.
Since we're waiting for our cordial invitation to Mary Kelly's tasteless theme party, we can finally get back to what really matters. Solving the mystery of Zero Day. Who are they, and why did they frame DedSec for the bombings?
What have we got, Bagley?
Glad you asked. Today, the great AI detective has 2 leads for his dog's body politic. Obviously, Albion needs looking into, but I also have a more unusual thread for you to pull on. There's a new hacktivist group on the dark web scene called the 404. But
Alright, amazing. Where do we go? Orange press later to climb and reach higher position.
Right, let's talk about Albion PMC, the only British organisation to successfully oppress more of the developing world than the British government. Led by Nigel Cass, a man the partisan media calls a charismatic visionary, and Amnesty International calls a war criminal. Albion was given the key to the city to re-establish order following the bombings.
Well, that's suspiciously convenient.
It is. So that's 2 reasons why we need to find an angle on Cass.
We've found one. His name, Hamish Balaji. Born in London, Balaji was a recipient of the Cass Foundation Technical Scholarship at 14, which included a mentorship with Cass himself. At 16, Balaji designed Cass's first drone fleet. Fun fact, Cass delayed the launch by a week so it would land on Balaji's birthday.
Cass sounds like Balaji's second dad. Why would he help us?
They had a falling out after an incident in the Niger Delta 3 years ago. A buried human rights investigation accuses Cass of ordering a drone fleet to wipe out a village protesting the construction of a pipeline, but the drones malfunctioned before they could. Bilardi is named as the likely saboteur. He's been on the run ever since, but now tracking data shows he's reappeared in London.
Shit, he's looking for redemption like with the protesters. This guy designed Cass's drone fleet. I think he's trying to disarm Albion.
He covers his tracks well, but that's a good guess. Unfortunately, according to this Albion intelligence report intercepted by our friend Caitlin Lau, Cass knows Bilardi's in London as well. So, that's the op. Make contact with Bilardi before Albion finds him. Then convince him we have a mutual enemy in Cass.
So this guy's our best chance to stop Albion and clear our names. And the largest private army on Earth wants him dead. No pressure.
Alright.
It took some doing, but I've narrowed down the area where we're most likely to find Hamish Bilardi. I've pushed the coordinates to your optic.
Where is it?
Got a potential recruit for you. I'll mark them on your map.
So we saw such an uptick.
Excuse me.
Bilardi has been snooping into Albion's affairs. Quietly, of course, but I've been able to determine that most of his activity stems from this area.
Time to introduce ourselves.
Not so fast. Hamish isn't in, according to his home security. And before you get ideas, he's rigged his front door to a series of traps designed to delete all of his data and then your life. Not necessarily in that order.
Well, someone's paranoid.
To be fair, you are an armed insurgent trying to break into his flat. Anyway, you should be able to connect to the local grid and use security cameras to disarm his traps.
Acknowledged. Look at this.
Oh.
The place is packed to the gills with traps.
You could force the traps to unlock by rewiring the power.
Copy that.
Welcome to Claire and Present Danger, and welcome to Fascist London. Don't let that boot on the back of your neck disturb you. In time, you'll barely feel it. We have to wake up people. If there was a playbook for setting up a totalitarian police state, Albion would be most of the way through it and working on the epilogue. They certainly took advantage of the fallout from the bombings, didn't they? Preyed on the fears of the city government too. They were only
Is another camera? Oh, thank God, because I don't know what the fuck.
Wash the hands to the whole mess. The collar will only get tighter now, friends, unless we do something. We can't wait for someone else to fight back. We are the change.
traps are disarmed. Now, if you go through the front door of the flat, it's much less likely you'll be killed.
Move one more muscle, Chief, and I'll blow the whole place with you in it.
Now, no need for that.
Who the fuck are you? And what are you doing in my flat? You with Albion?
Wrong. Think more insurgent.
What, DedSec? Yeah, right, and I'm Che Guevara. You done?
Listen to me! Albion knows you're in London. You need to get out of here, now!
Fuck me. You're telling the truth, aren't you? Fucking hell, thought I was careful. Fucking idiot, Hamish! Look, Cass is worse than you know.
Worse than we know. We know! We know! Why else do you think I'd fucking be here?
Maybe, because Nigel Cass is paying you. That's how fucking mercs work.
We're not with Cass! He fucking tried to kill us, mate! We need to stop him, and we need your help to do it!
Mate, you don't know shit! You have no idea what Cass is and what... Move! Fuck! And Albion squad's closing in on you. I guess you weren't lying about that part. Fuck, think. Shit, fine. We'll table it. I'll buy you some time. Just go. No!
Alright, time to hit feet.
Move it!
Fuck's sake!
Don't just stand there. Albion won't be fussy about this basement.
Fucking hell.
Stand by for further developments.
Dispatch, deploying drones to apprehend the suspect.
Oh, stupid.
We are in pursuit. I say again, in pursuit. Control, target just pulled out a gun. Direct all available units to our location, over.
Climb.
We're on their tail. Over.
How the fuck?
Pursuing the target. Over.
Any other patrols have eyes on the suspect? Over.
I'm terminating the search. Fall back. Over.
I think all that excitement convinced our new friend Hamish that we need to work together to tackle Cass. He's willing to cooperate.
Suck my dick. Mate, I'm never getting caught.
Nervous, are we?
Alright, we're gonna do this last mission and we'll call it. I'm about to start uploading and then just rinse and repeat, really.
I've got an inside man, right? A contact in Albion. Says Nigel's got this big meeting happening at White Tower. He'll be talking about a major project he's got planned for London.
Working on an upgrade of his private police state? Brilliant. Does this prick ever take a day off? Whatever he's up to, we need eyes on that meeting.
I've always wanted to be in on a caper. Okay, first things first. We'll need eyes on the impregnable target, so off you go. I'll crack on with assembling the right personnel to round out this ragtag bunch of misfits.
Ah, shit. Albion cyber security sniffing my proxy IP. Must have traced the detonator signal. I've got to deal with this.
Now, what did we see? People...
Almost there.
Tower of London. Security will be tight. How do we do this?
I like to help, fam, but Nigel's caught a whiff now. With all the CTOS cameras, it'd take him less than 5 to ID me. I ain't risking my pretty face.
We need an Albion insider for our caper, one who's willing to turn coat. I've reached out to a contact who works in a nearby pub. Where better to find a bleakly disillusioned anti-hero numbing their conscience with drink, but secretly desperate for redemption. I've let our contact know what we're in the market for, and she's nearby.
Let me see, let me go this way.
You will comply with my directions. Understand? This has gotten out of hand.
Just gotta keep running.
All right, mate.
You lot certainly know how to pick your targets. You do know that Albion have set up their headquarters in there, right?
We're aware of an Albion. employee who might be approachable.
Recruiting an Albion employee. Easier said than done.
They're jackbooted thugs who regularly murder civilians. If finding a disenchanted employee is really that difficult. Humanity's much worse off than I thought. It would also be quite useful to have someone on the inside.
For however long that lasts, Nigel's real good at sniffing out spies.
Personal experience speaking?
Yeah, not really in a sharing mood right now, fam.
Yeah, look at you. You think you're hard, don't you?
You belong in the Resistance. I can tell.
Oh, you're with DedSec. Oh, that's brill. I actually need your help with something.
We'll do what we can. What's the matter?
My friend's got this rare blood disorder, and with the NHS and the state it's in, he hasn't been able to get proper treatment in months. A Clan Kelly doctor said they'd help for a price. What else could I do? I paid.
Go on.
The drugs worked. We were so relieved, but then everything went downhill. You see, these drugs are actually addictive. My friend became dependent, and then the doctor decided to increase the price. Now we don't know what to do.
What a fucking lowlife. Don't worry. DedSec will get your friend their drugs.
Well, this quote-unquote doctor is a real winner. He was struck off the medical register for gross malpractice last year, and now he's a freelance mob surgeon. Nice work if you can get it.
Bagley, think you can track them down?
I am quite literally always tracking everyone down. Pushing you his coordinates now.
You look like you're eager to fight the powers that be. Well, he's got the up.
I, for one, am intrigued. His mysterious aura, and I know literally everything, so that's saying something. I'll pass along the coordinates if you'd like to take on his request.
So they went to the black market. The same thing that always happens. And where did the growth of Clan Kelly come from? It came from people wanting the things that they could previously get legitimately and could now only get through the black market, funneling funds towards criminality. And from
the coordinates point to a server in the vicinity. The file our friend was talking about must be stored on it.
Message received.
That's the target. Should be hackable.
What was that sound? Cuz, am I a dickhead, bruv? Huh? Think next time, alright? Hey! Ah!
What have we got, Bagley?
More GPS coordinates. Seems we're on a bit of a scavenger hunt. I put the odds at about even we find a corpse at some point.
Interesting. Drop the location on my map. I'm here.
Correction, you're almost there. The exact coordinates point to a spot on the roof.
Seriously?
Go on, up you get.
What took you so long? You're dead sick, right? I have to say, I like the way you work.
Right. So why the fuck are we on the roof? Another brave soul for our ranks. Welcome aboard.
Bloody brat. I'd like to have seen this place before this.